I'm John Weisbarth, and I travel across the country with my building partner, tiny house expert Zack. And together, we help people build their mini dream homes and get them prepared for the extreme downsizing it takes to live in under 500 square feet. On this special family edition of Tiny House Nation, Zack and I help a chaotic family of 6 who desperately need a permanent home.
Wait, what was that you said?
Whose multiple moves from home to RV to temporary apartment have left this family exhausted.
Definitely ready to have our own space again.
Can we build 2 tiny homes packed with enough Zack hacks to keep 3 little girls happy?
I want a way for them to be able to be physically active in our tiny house.
The Zack Ninja Training Center.
Wow!
And still satisfy Big Brother, who's worried about his privacy.
We love waking Carter up.
Oh, man. What's really gonna make this feel like your little area in the tiny house?
Maybe a way to hold myself off in here.
Can Zack masterfully create a way to maximize on family time together and help them get the home they deserve?
We're gonna see the tiny house!
And will they work together when faced with challenges, or will things fall apart?
Let's go, Tiny!
Tiny homes are the next big thing. This week, we find ourselves in Omaha, Nebraska, a town that's known for its pioneering history. It was actually a stop on the Lewis and Clark Trail. And you talk about trailblazing. I'm here to meet the Mike family, Darren and Melody, and their 4 kids. 14-year-old Carter, 8-year-old Mackenzie, 6-year-old Trinity, and 2-year-old Josephine.
We're the Mikes, and we're going tiny.
That's right, there's 6 of them.
I met Darren at a concert.
I was in a band at church, and next thing I knew, it was like 3 hours later, and it was just me and her, and we kind of never really stopped talking after that.
This tight-knit family was planning on going tiny, but after they sold their 2,300 square foot home, their plans fell through.
We ended up living in the mobile home RV for about 2 months. It was a little cramped.
Now, they're temporarily living in an apartment at their local church, and they're hoping that Zack and I can help them build a custom tiny home that will perfectly fit all of their needs so they can focus on each other and not where they're gonna live next.
Moving is stressful, but when you tag on a 14, 6, 4, and 2-year-old,
Here, Joey, put this in your backpack.
that's a whole nother level of stress.
I love my stuffed animal.
Definitely ready to have our own space again.
Darren is a project manager. Melody is a personal trainer. By going tiny, they're hoping to teach their kids that life is about building stronger bonds through experiences rather than being owned by your stuff.
We want to show them how to live rather than just tell them how to live.
I mean, life isn't about stuff. It's really about people, experiences, and so we're really, really excited to practically live that out.
So this should be a super challenging week, helping a family of 6 go tiny. Zack is already at the build site just 30 miles away in northern Omaha, getting the tiny homes framed up.
All right, these are ready.
And is finalizing plans with our general contractors, Seth and Grant from Tiny Homes.
There's gonna be like 2 separate houses. Parents on one side, kids on the other. Front door of parents' house. Bathroom back in this corner.
Yep, bathroom.
And then it's like living space all the way up to the kitchen. There's gonna be 2 lofts and pretty much just same mirror image on the kids' tiny home.
Yeah, except as we're just taking out the kitchen and putting in a girl's bedroom.
Is there gonna be a bathroom in both?
No, just in the parents.
Just in the parents. You know, with 4 kids, how much they're gonna enjoy having to go, you know, across in order to get to the bathroom at night.
We'd have to shift some things around, but I think it'd probably work.
Because there's 6 people living in this tiny home, I think having 2 bathrooms is gonna be super important. I'm just glad we figured this out before we finish the houses, because putting in a bathroom after the fact, that would be extremely difficult.
All right, I think we're good. Let's get back to it.
I'm heading to meet the Mike family in their temporary apartment and get a better idea of what all 6 of them will need to make this tiny move as smooth and painless as possible.
Open the door! Someone's here!
Hi! How are you?
Good.
Hi, guys. Hey, here we are.
Hi, I'm Joy. Good to see you guys.
Darren.
Yeah, it's Darren. That makes you Melody. Yeah, very well. Carter. That makes you Carter.
You've sort of already met Mackenzie and Trinity.
Yes.
And that's Joey. We've got 4 kids. Carter is my son from a previous marriage. He's 14. Super intelligent, fun-loving.
Mackenzie is 6.
She is always trying to make people laugh.
Trinity is 4.
She's so free-spirited, you never know what she's gonna do next. Joey is 2, and she acts like a 2-year-old.
How is it that we've come to be living in the church?
So we sold our 2,300 square foot house. That whole thing fell apart. So we bought an RV thinking that would be a pretty good introduction into tiny living.
The plan when you sold the big house was to go tiny?
Right.
But it didn't really work.
RVs are not built the same as tiny houses, and we decided that that wasn't gonna work for us. There's an apartment upstairs in this church that became available, and we just moved right in there.
And this is sort of a temporary thing?
Right. Short term.
I would like to see how you guys are living in this space.
This is the playroom, it's the homeschool room, it's the dress-up room.
You can wear any of these.
Oh, I can wear any of these. Where's the cowboy uniforms? Oh,
Here.
Oh, yeah.
This is ballet ground.
Oh, yes. Oh, I like this. It feels like it's a really good look for me. I've always said that I want to wear as many hats as possible. I didn't mean that literally. Thank you, and the crown. Yes, how do I look? Do I look like a princess?
You look funny.
I look funny?
You look so funny.
Does this happen to you a lot?
I don't let it happen.
You don't let it happen? How's it been having all these girls around?
A little crazy.
A little crazy?
Yeah.
Are you nervous about that at all for going tiny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, on one hand, I'm excited, and on the other hand, I wonder how the privacy will be compared to our old house. I had my own room, and the girls would leave me alone in there.
So why'd you guys go with 2 tiny homes?
Kind of like a rec room house and a quiet house.
Yeah, yeah. I don't understand why you'd want to have a quiet house.
Wait, what was that you said?
These girls are fun, but they have got some energy. It's just boom, full speed.
Okay, oh goodness, ah! So, kids' house, what do you need out of that?
I need the kids to kind of like have their own bed. So they have, at least they have something that's theirs.
Are we talking 4 bedrooms?
The girls being together would be fine, but Carter would definitely like his own bedroom.
Yeah.
For sure.
But I think Carter's probably gonna struggle the most. Being cooped up in that small space with all of that energy, it could get pretty intense.
Tell me about homeschooling.
We just decided this year to start homeschooling the girls.
So, what's homeschooling look like in a tiny house?
It would be nice to have like a place to sit down and have everything kind of stored.
And then also, we're kind of hoping in the tiny house to have like a play area.
So a study area and a play area.
To be honest, we're not really sure how that is gonna work, and it's kind of why we got you guys here.
This family's been through so much together. I mean, move after move, and finding a way to fit all of their stuff into these tiny houses, it's gonna be a challenge. But we really need to figure this out, and we need to figure out what to do about the girls and Carter, because being the only boy with 3 rambunctious girls, it can't be easy.
Can I see your room, girls?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Back at the build, the crew is moving forward, applying wall sheathing inside the frame to add more rigidity and strength to the house.
The flooring's in. It's pretty sweet. And then, you know, with 4 people, it's gonna be good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it will be.
What is this?
This would be the stone veneer siding.
That's lightweight enough.
It's gonna go right on the bottom of the trailers.
Okay, well, that will break it up pretty nice.
Yeah.
All right, well, there is a whole lot of this burrito going on, so
Yes, there is.
I'll start stocking it up.
All right.
As supplies continue to pour in, the crew is busy applying spray foam insulation to both tiny homes, which will quickly expand to fill any cavities or gaps and add some rigidity to the frames.
Come see our family.
Oh, I'm excited.
He's excited.
Right. What's it like sharing with your brother?
We're waking him up always.
Do you guys wake up your brother? Oh, you do?
We love waking Carter up. Yeah.
Oh, man, you guys are tough little sisters.
We like to keep him awake. It's a little bit funny, but not.
It is a little bit funny, isn't it?
More than anything, these 3 girls, they get along. but their favorite activity appears to be waking Carter up.
What's gonna make the tiny house work for you?
I would like to have the privacy of my loft, not have to sleep above them or below them or right next to them, as in the case of the RV.
I hated living in the RV. Privacy sucked. I did not enjoy it at all.
Are you excited about tiny?
I'm excited for the upgrade from an RV to an apartment to my own space.
I really like Carter. He's really intelligent. He's got this kindness with the girls, and that makes me really want to make sure that this tiny house works for him as well.
Can we go see what the rest of the family's doing?
Yes.
Come on. Back at the build, the crew is working double time to get both tiny homes' plumbing installed, and the kids' house is being fitted with a large bathtub.
Having 2 bathrooms for this family of 6, I think is a super good plan. We're gonna have a full-size shower in the parents' bathroom and then a bathtub in the kids' bathroom. It's gonna work really well together. Plus, this way, they're not gonna all have to pile into one.
As far as what I've seen here, the main house is a pretty standard tiny house. It's this secondary house where Carter and the girls are gonna be sleeping, where the schooling's gonna happen. To make this work for a family of 6, we have to make that second tiny house work for the 4 little ones.
Right.
And Carter, I'm gonna figure out a way to get you some privacy. I'll take care of you, I promise. I'll tell Zack that we're gonna have a good place. The Mike family went from a 2,300 square foot big home to a 300 square foot cramped RV to a temporary 1,250 square foot apartment in their local church, while Zack and I build the 688 square foot tiny home of their dreams. That's a lot of moving. Their new family-friendly tiny home will feature a charming rustic look with modern finishes in each tiny home. One house will be dedicated to mom and dad and preserving their sanity. It will feature a roomy, open floor plan with a sleek gas fireplace and a large family kitchen with full-size appliances. A large staircase leads to a private and comfortable lofted master bedroom. Over in the kids' house, we'll keep the main portion open so the kids can take advantage of a roomy play area. Zack will also have to find a creative way to divide up the rest of the space for the girls and Carter's sleeping areas and a place for the kids to study without distractions. On a budget of $75,000, Zack and I will give this family of 6 the room they need to enjoy spending time together as a family and space for privacy when they need that too. We've got to figure out what is finally gonna work for you guys. It wasn't the big house, it wasn't the RV, and it can't be here. Because the last thing I want is to put you guys into a tiny house, into a situation that just doesn't work. It's day 2 of the build, and while the crew works to install beautiful cedar plank siding to the home's exterior, I'm heading to meet up with Zack and tell him what I've learned. We're gonna have a fun week. 4 kids, and 3 of them are little girls, 6, 4, and 2.
Okay.
And you know what they love to do?
What do they love to do?
Dress up. That is precious.
Okay, when it's a boy, I'm pretty sure it's a crown.
Yeah, I know, but look, I'm sorry. Yep, tiara right there. That looks good. Fun and games aside, let me tell you what's going on. All 4 kids are sharing one room right now.
Okay, they're ready for this house to be built.
They are ready for this house to be built. I do want us to make sure that we're thinking about Carter. But he's a 14-year-old. Okay. With these little kids, he needs some privacy, some space.
Right now, on the plans, it's pretty just open. So in terms of the kids' space, I'm gonna kind of postpone what my thought process is until I get to talk to the family.
Okay, fair enough. I'll make sure I get them out here soon, all right?
I like it.
Oh, we could have popped better.
Yeah, John.
That's all right. 2 tiny homes may sound like a lot of space, but with a large family, it can be a challenge. For more inspiration on using 2 structures to live tiny with a large family, we're headed to Gaston, Oregon.
Hi, I'm Clayton.
I'm Carol.
And these are our boys, Manoa and Kona, and this is our tiny house.
Similar to the Mike family, the Hanchett family have separated out their kitchen, bathroom, and bedroom space in one area and their children's play and sleep area in another.
What we love about our home is that it's so versatile. We have the loft, we have the rumpus room.
And apparently this is the favorite place to play with toys.
Launch pad.
Launch pad. I think having our own separate room in a different trailer than where the boys can play really does give us a lot of versatility with having guests or even just with the noise level of kids playing.
Another way to maximize living space when it comes to two-structure tiny homes is by adding a deck that's enclosed by a glass atrium to protect your family from the elements, which could be a future project for the Mike family.
What's on the menu today, Mom?
It's split pea soup.
Having outdoor space for us, I think, has made a world of difference.
We put a table out there and bring our meals out there to enjoy the view.
It transforms the home from feeling cramped to feeling very open and spacious. It's a game changer for us.
Oh, good. As the Mike family will learn, part of being successful in a tiny space with kids is finding some creative inspiration for your storage space.
I got this amazing wall storage, and it allows for storage here accessible for the kids and shoes for me. Storage space, this is so wonderful for that because it not only is a bench for us to put our shoes on or just relax, but it also allows for stuff that we need when we're heading out the door.
I think overall, for us, simplifying the kids area and our lives as well is one of the main reasons that we went to a tiny house, and it's one of the reasons we enjoy tiny living.
Now that we've seen how a large family lives tiny, let's see how we can continue to help the Mike family on their tiny journey. It's day 3 of our 2-piece tiny home build for 6, and the crew is bringing their A game, installing beautiful and durable flooring in both homes and installing custom kitchen cabinets and countertops in Mom and Dad's side. I'm in the caravan bringing this incredible family of 6 to the build to get a sneak peek at their new home.
How's everyone feeling? Pretty excited, Melody?
Excited!
Nervous?
A little nervous?
Yeah.
All right, guys, it's a tiny house. Come on!
This is amazing!
Well, welcome to your tiny houses. There's Mr. Zack.
What's so funny? Hi.
Mr. Zack looks like a pretty princess.
Curtsy.
Other than the crown, what do you think?
Awesome. Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Go in right now.
You want to go in right now? Let's do it.
So this is the main tiny house. This is the entranceway, and it's also gonna be your living room.
How's it feel in here?
It feels a lot wider than the RV, and the ceiling is way taller.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I think a disco ball and a little music will just make it feel like a party.
There's going to be the fireplace in the corner here,
Full-size appliances in the kitchen and the parents' loft above it.
and bathroom, lots of tile.
It'd be really nice if I could have like a 3-sided mirror.
Okay.
Or something, just because I'm a girl.
Okay.
And doing hair.
Tile kind of limits like the wall space a little bit.
We'll figure out if there's a way to get you a vanity mirror in there.
Awesome.
There's a lot more to see.
All right, let's go.
So far, so good. I think they're legitimately impressed.
Yeah, but we're gonna need a little bit of help on the kids' side. I think it's all about channeling my inner child.
Somehow I'm not worried about you thinking like a 5-year-old.
Hey, thanks, John.
Whoa.
You know, so we got bathroom.
And then I'm thinking the loft above it will be Carter's room. Then on the other side, the study loft. And we'll put the girls' room underneath it.
What is it that we need out of this space then?
We want a way for them to be able to be physically active in our tiny houses.
Okay, so this is really the gymnasium to the homeschool.
Seems like they're already got a gymnasium in here.
Right?
How about we rescue Carter and show him his bedroom? Come on, I want to show you your loft, if this is where it's going to be.
It's not the biggest loft. And the question that I'm gonna have is it gonna work? The question that I'm gonna have is it gonna work?
It's more space than the space that I have now.
So what's really going to make this feel, I don't know, like your little area in the tiny house that you can escape?
Maybe a way to hold myself off in here, just so that like they won't be coming up here and bugging me.
So a little privacy, anything else?
I'm good.
You're just enjoying having a little time without the girls climbing on you.
Yeah, kind of want to stay up here.
You know what? You can stay up here for a minute if you like.
Let's go see the girls' room. So what is the vision?
You know, I really want them to have their own space to call theirs.
Do they like bunk beds?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think there's enough headroom for a triple bunk, so I'm gonna need to figure out something for that. And also clothing storage, right?
They wear princess dresses more than they wear clothes.
It's sparkly.
We should get out of here so the team can get working.
Yeah.
Fair enough?
Yeah.
It's day 4 of the build, and the crew is adding weatherproofing roof panels to both homes. And Zack has come up with a creative solution for the girls' room.
Finding a way for 3 girls to comfortably sleep in one room is a challenge in itself. However, finding room for clothing and then now the princess costume gear, that definitely kicks it up a notch. The easy thing to go to would be the triple-decker bunk bed. But given the fact that it's underneath the loft,
Yeah, there's not that much
that's,
room.
no, you're like basically gonna be crawling in there. What I'm looking at is like one bunk bed that's like this, only maybe the bed would be staggered here,
Okay.
and then the other bed would fit in like that.
I actually like that a lot.
So the beds form an L. That will provide a space underneath the one to fit a dresser. My dresser can be on a pivot, so in the backside, when it pivots out, you can access the princess costume gear. It's hidden,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's really available.
All right, it looks real good, buddy.
Okay,
I'm gonna
glad
check
you
out
like
that.
that.
Yep.
While Zack starts welding together the frames for the girls' beds, I'm meeting up with the entire family at the RV they briefly lived and were miserable in to show them it's actually possible to go tiny without going crazy, as long as they communicate with each other, even under stress.
This is great.
This is great.
John wants to teach us a lesson about communication. I'm good with this tiny challenge as long as we don't have to spend the night in the RV.
It's been a little while since you lived here, so we're gonna play a little game that teaches you the importance of teamwork and communication. Girls, listen up. You and your brother are gonna be directing your parents through an obstacle course. The obstacles are not gonna be blocks or clothes. What's gonna be representing those? Mousetraps. We're gonna pretend like it's late at night and it's dark, so you're gonna be blindfolded.
Oh boy.
You guys get to tell mom and dad which way to go, as they have to navigate from the front to the back and not step on any mousetraps. Are you gonna help mom and dad get through the obstacle course, or are you gonna lead them into the traps?
We go into the trap.
Oh, no.
All right, I'm the only one you gotta listen to now.
I think I'm listening to Carter.
You ready to try it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. God!
While I try to get the mousetraps in place, Zack is channeling his own childhood dreams and figuring out what the gym area will need in the kids' side.
In the kids' room, it's gonna be all kids. So there is a bathroom, but other than that, I mean, it's one room for Carter, it's one room for the girls, it's a learning loft, and then what I'm calling the ninja training facility. So it's monkey bars, I wanna have rope swings in there, rock wall, a jungle gym-inspired ladder that they will use to get into the study loft, and another climbing ladder that will access Carter's bedroom. And then also, one of the requests that Carter had was really to limit the access that his sisters had to his space. And so my thought process was, okay, the last step can actually remove off of the landing and kind of create some privacy, but it's also very hard for his sisters to access the space.
While Zack starts welding together the climbing ladders for the kids' gym area, I've finally gotten everything in place to teach a tiny lesson.
Kids, you ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead, guys.
Step forward to the left.
Okay, oh,
I'll tell you when to stop. Take small steps.
what about me? What should I do?
Forward to the left. Your left. Okay, Mom, keep going forward. Stop.
We have to learn how to communicate and how to work through problems, and it might not be always fun, but it's definitely beneficial.
Dad, go forward.
With my which foot?
Oh, your right foot.
Okay.
Oh, there's a mouse trap.
Move to the left a bit.
Go left.
Ooh.
Safe.
Carter's a pro at this. I mean, he's a natural communicator, and he has that ability to stay calm amidst all the chaos. Kind of reminds me of someone I know. I'm talking about me.
Mom?
Yes.
Oh, wow, you're gonna need to take a big step.
Step over.
One big step. Equal your feet out. Put them right next to each other. Dad, go straight. Move it over.
Daddy keeps stepping on the mouse traps.
Mom, any foot, step forward. Far.
We don't get any steps.
I did it!
Okay, Dad, take a big step forward with your right foot.
Darren's boots look to fall in the Shaquille O'Neal size range, so it's Maybe not exactly an even playing field, but it just means he has to listen even harder.
Equal out your feet. Step forward. Okay, you guys are good.
Woohoo! Yeah!
Thanks, Joey. Teamwork is definitely huge and important.
Nice job.
Carter was very helpful.
I hope what you guys took away from this was the value of communication and that clutter in a tiny house becomes the enemy.
Stuff on the floor can accumulate. You need to communicate with other people on where things go.
Communication is probably going to be the #1 thing that girls especially have to learn. I'm gonna have to help them out with that.
Let's get out of here, guys. I'll clean up all the mousetraps.
It's day 5, and our 2-home tiny build is right on track. As the electrical components are installed, the crew lays tile in both bathrooms.
I mean, that really is super nice.
And Zack has figured out a way to give the kids the indoor play area Mom and Dad asked for, which he's calling a ninja training facility. So I'm headed to see how his plans are coming together.
How we doing?
What do you think?
I love it. Are these what I think they are? Look like little rock handhold things.
Well, what's the best way to get kids strong? Rock climbing.
Perfect.
Right?
I think that's great. My concern is that it's not all gymnasium.
What are you accusing me of?
I'm accusing you of putting in like the Zack Giffen Ninja Training Center. And that's fine, but there has to be some room for some like actual schooling.
Most of the schooling is gonna be done in the loft. That's where I wanna put the desks.
You realize that like the ninja thing is just kind of an analogy. They're not actually gonna be ninjas.
By the time that I'm done, maybe they will be ninjas.
That's what I'm kind of afraid of. Just make sure there's room for learning.
Learning how to be a ninja.
Not just ninjas.
Zack is having fun channeling his inner child, and the crew is making those ideas become real. As the climbing wall pieces are installed, Zack is fabricating seats for the swings and installing the climbing ladder that will lead to Carter's loft. With the kids' needs taking shape, Zack is turning his focus to Mom's request for a 3-way mirror in the parents' bathroom.
Being the mom in a family of 6 is a really big job.
And Melody's one wish was for a 3-way mirror. So I really want to make that happen for her. I'm creating a slide-out pocket bathroom door that will have built-in storage, and the mirror will fit right into the back. I've asked Darren and Carter to come and help me with the project.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Zack.
I guess I just don't really understand why a 3-way mirror.
For some reason, when she's doing her hair, she needs to see the back of her head.
Okay, so it's a girl thing. What if we did 2 doors, and each of the back sides of the doors has a mirror on it?
Oh, I think that would be perfect.
You like that?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have these doors built in no time. Pretty much perfect.
I loved using power tools with my dad, working on the DIY project. It was fun to build something nice for my mom, and I guess Zack helped too.
Yeah.
Should we see if the doors fit?
Yeah, check it out.
I think it's perfect, guys.
Yeah.
And the 3 mirrors will fit right into the cabinet space. Nice work.
Good day.
It's day 6. I'm headed to the build to check in and make sure that the kids' living space isn't all ninja and no princess.
Are these the girls' beds?
Yep. I know that you think my mind has been completely on ninja training facility, but I haven't forgotten about the princesses.
Yeah, I say you just need your little crown, and then you got it going.
Well, you want to see where the crown lives?
Yeah.
This is going to be the dresser, right?
So this like pulls out?
Yeah, this whole thing's gonna be on wheels.
Oh yeah, I see it right here.
So now you can see the back.
Oh!
So I'm thinking, you know, crowns, wigs, big hoop dresses.
Yeah. They've got them all.
Shoes. The drawers will be white, you know, kind of an off-white.
Still wet over here.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Oh yeah, you got some back here too. I hope you didn't like this jacket.
Nope, hated it.
It's day 7, and in Mom and Dad's space, the crew is installing bathroom cabinet hardware, and the home's beautiful gas fireplace has gone in, and now the area is being prepped for decorative trim. In the kids' side, we're getting some last-minute things installed so we can get this amazing 2-piece home moved just down the road to their beautiful wooded property and get it ready to show the Mike family.
All that dancing in the 80s, paying off now. Churning the butter.
It's dead on.
Hang on. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. All right, Sean, let's do this. Yeah, we're still good. No one even coming yet. All right.
Here we go.
Tiny house delivery service.
All right, I'll let you know if we're getting close to that fence. We should be good. Oh, we're good to go.
Nice.
With both tiny homes finally in place, we're taking care of some last finishing touches before we hand over the keys for this incredible family-friendly tiny home to its new owners. While top-of-the-line Mountain View solar panels are wired up and put into place outside the tiny home, inside I'm installing video monitors so the parents can keep a safe eye on the kids while they're playing, and adding some final decorative items the family has chosen to give the space a personal touch. 1 week ago, Zack and I arrived in Omaha, Nebraska to help Darren, Melody, and their 4 children transform their way of life and prepare to live tiny together. The family of 6 had already been through a crash course in moving, having downsized from their big house, but roughing it in a cramped RV was a disaster, so they relocated to a temporary apartment in a local church while Zack and I got to work building them the 2-piece tiny home of their dreams. We were able to give Mom, Dad, and the kids some much-needed personal space in their new home. The 3 girls, Mackenzie, Trinity, and Joey, had more energy than your standard power plant, so Zack made their and his own inner child's dreams come true by building an indoor playground-style ninja training facility and had a ball doing it. But it wouldn't be a livable space for Big Brother and candidate for sainthood, Carter, unless he had an area to call his own and get some time off from 3 bouncy little sisters. So Zack and I made sure that he had his own super comfy loft to escape to. That left Mom and Dad, and with their own quiet space featuring a large family kitchen and bedroom loft, there was no box left unchecked. Now that the Mike family has a tiny home to grow and share memories in for years to come, we're welcoming this incredible family of 6 into the tiny home community.
We're gonna see the tiny house.
This is crazy. Come on, let's go. Everybody out. Everybody out. Get over here, you guys. Here you go, guys.
It looks bigger than an RV.
For sure, right? It looks a little bit more luxurious, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I go in.
Oh, you want to go in?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. Well, let's go. Let's start with this one.
Let's
Come
go.
on, family. Over here. Zack and I will hang out here. You guys enjoy your tiny house.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that fireplace.
That fireplace is absolutely stunning.
I love seeing our family picture right when we walk in. It's a centerpiece for sure.
Oh, that's so cool. Wow, guys. I know it is so amazing in here.
Tile, this is so cool.
Yeah, that is amazing.
It feels really nice to have an entire house that's really just us.
This is awesome.
This is so awesome.
Totally big enough. I love how open and spacious the house is.
Even in our larger house, we had one room that was just us, and the whole rest of the house catered to the kids. Melody, look at this sink.
I love it.
That's like all us. It's kind of cool.
Hello, hello. So what do you guys think about this space?
Feels like home, for sure.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
The one thing that I heard coming out of the house tour in the beginning was the bathroom, you know, and not have it feel like it's an RV bathroom.
Do you want to see your non-RV bathroom?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Check it out. So what do you think?
It's gorgeous. Who doesn't want a rock sink?
That's the type of thing that you just don't get in an RV bathroom. Right. But it wasn't just about the luxury, it was about the function, and you needed storage. This door on the back side, you slide it out, and now it's got all this storage. And then I credit your family for coming in and giving me a hand. So, mirrors.
That's awesome. The bathroom door, it's beautiful and it's functional, and Darren and Carter did a great job helping Zack with that.
I want to talk about the kitchen. You look at this range, it's huge. Full-size fridge. Everything in here says family of 6. Like, you can prepare meals in here easily, and there's plenty of counter space.
The tile is amazing.
It's stunning. This is more than I imagined. This is amazing.
And as critical as this is, the other part's just as critical.
Right. Hey, girls, you want to go see your house?
Yeah. Let's go see your house.
Go, Joey, go,
Carter,
go,
get up
go.
there, bud.
Train, come up here. So amazing. I'm swimming. And then go I swim. Oh, wow.
Girls, did you see this climbing wall?
Yeah, I love it.
Look,
The TV.
My space is small, but it's cozy. I really enjoy that it's sort of secluded.
This is really cool.
I love this place.
You love it!
Woo! Is anyone here a ninja yet?
I am.
Let me see.
Let's see.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's
Jeez.
a total ninja move.
We want to be ninjas. Yeah. Yeah.
There is a lot going on for sure in here, including a little surprise for Carter.
So when you don't want anybody to follow you into your loft, you simply pull up the top step, throw it up in here, and now you have a big indicator saying private time. I know your sisters are pretty acrobatic.
Hey, Mackenzie, try to climb up. Try to get into my loft.
I can't.
Oh, there it is, right? Mission accomplished. In order to deal with these swings, if you want to say maybe it's not swing time, hoist down, reach this over, hook it over here, hook it over here. Now the swings are up into the sky, out of your way.
Love it. But the girls' bedroom, I want you guys to come in here and see the functionality and what we did in here as well.
I think this looks amazing.
Yeah.
One of the big storage items, which is right here, the whole thing pulls out, and then the whole thing pulls out, and then
That is so cool.
What do you tell Mr. Zack?
Thank you.
It's really exciting listening to the kids be so excited.
This is pretty cool that we get to be here.
That's such a cool bed.
This is so comfortable.
Oh.
When we were tasked with the challenge of building a tiny house for a family of 6, I think both Zach and I kind of went, okay, there's gonna be a lot. And so I guess the question is, does this feel like the tiny home that you envisioned?
I think we all got exactly what we hoped for. For 6 different people, that's pretty amazing.
We all have space to be ourselves, and we all have space to gather as a family.
You know what else feels pretty good about going tiny? Is making it official. And that's being officially welcomed into the tiny house community. Who wants the keys? Everyone wants them!
You know, it kind of feels like we've been holding our breath for this moment. And now I can breathe.
Congratulations, you guys.
I'm really ready to start this next part of our adventure.
Let's go tiny!
It's been 2 months since Darren, Melody, and their 4 children took the keys to their 2-building tiny home and moved right in. Have they finally found a home that the family can grow together in long term without compromising relaxing family time or rambunctious ninja training, all in a tiny space? We're headed to Omaha to find out.
Joey, here, take this. Yummy.
We are so happy with our decision to go tiny. There's no better feeling than being together in our tiny homes.
I love the feeling inside of our tiny house. I love sitting in the lofts and the bedroom and the stairs and the couch, and it just fits me.
You know what's awesome?
Well, it's awesome.
That fireplace.
The fireplace is awesome. There are more comfy spots in my tiny house than there used to be in my big house.
I think the space works great for us.
So you're gonna trace those. Ken, you and I are gonna work on math. Where'd we leave off?
The kids have their place to be crazy and rowdy.
Yeah, good job, Trinity. Girls, find your spot on the stairs, please.
I have mine.
All right.
I don't miss having a big table for us to eat at.
For you, sir.
Thanks.
And we kind of sit on the steps and some on the couch. Carter likes to sit in the loft and look over and hang his feet over.
How's the cereal?
Good. All I need is some milk.
It's more about the time that we have together to interact.
Is that yummy?
While the tiny homes have been just what the family needed in some ways, it took some adjusting and some effort to make things work for everyone.
We've got a new system going on because at first we didn't have anywhere to put my clothes. And so up here, it's like miscellaneous socks, underwear. Here, it's shirts, and here, it's pants.
We made the houses so that they were parallel to each other and put a deck in between them.
You get to work on some writing.
Yay!
Joey, you get to play.
The table that was in here didn't utilize the space very well. I took that cedar siding outside and stained it and put it on brackets so it can go down and up if we want more space. And then we have these cool little stools that also turn into chairs.
This washer-dryer unit steams the clothes to dry them, and so you kind of have to shake them out to get them to dry. And Melody had this great idea to install this clothes hanger thing here so that, you know, when they shake out a shirt, you can just hang it here and keep moving. So it's a pretty awesome idea.
The tiny house is a better situation than the RV, for sure. I have more privacy in the loft than I ever did with the RV.
We can't bug him anymore.
The ninja training facility is a pretty fun aspect of it. The girls like it a little more than I do.
I like the monkey part. I love my princess closet.
Okay, get all the dress-up clothes put back in the bin, please.
I'm a fairy. I love my tiny home the most. No, I do.
Whoa, did you hear it cracking?
The best part of living in the tiny house, we're all closer together.
Mommy builds some big fires.
Wow, look at those fire stars.
We get to just experience life a lot more together and explore the world.